I am done with chemo. Uh, so, uh, okay, so going back in time a little bit, I wish I had updated a little bit sooner because I just been feeling really down about what the surgeon said about how this might be a lifelong condition and things are, not looking so good for me. Um, but and I was feeling so sick from the last chemo, like days. For days I was sick. Um, and I wanted to be, I wanted this to be like done and over with. And I was seriously considering going in today for my chemo and saying, I don't want chemo this week. Postpone it or as long as you possibly can because I need time to get over it. And then the oncologist, before I even say anything, says, I think we need to stop chemo now because you've had enough. We don't need those last two sessions. And then he went on to tell me that this is likely not a lifelong condition, or at least it's not a lifelong condition in the way that the surgeon made it sound, where I'd be on chemo for the rest of my life. He said that there are other options that we can explore, and one of them is a type of injected radiation therapy, but there's other options, and the whole idea is to get the tumor to a point where it's just sort of like a chronic illness that is treated with just regular drugs rather than with chemo, which is completely possible, he says. There's a lot more hope in that conversation than there was with the surgeon. Um, and just basically, just generally telling me, no, this is not something where I'm going to be, sick for the rest of my life. It's manageable. It's a lot. The outlook is a lot more hopeful, and sorry, I'm stumbling over my words because I'm really excited about this fact. I don't have to have chemo anymore, at least not for the foreseeable future. He said that there's a possibility that I might need some, but on a much lower dose and a lot more time in between. But God, I am so glad to be done with that. I can't tell you how relieved I am. The last time, like I said, it just hit me so hard. I was throwing up, I was dry heaving, I was tired, I was sick, I was miserable. And the idea of having to go through that two more times, I don't think I could stand it. So when he came in and he was like, no, we don't need to do chemo anymore, I could have hugged that man. Oh my God. So I was just really thrilled to hear that, and just finally I'm at a point where, like, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The way my aunt put it, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and no, it's not attached to a freight train. Um, oh yeah, so the other thing was that my mother was supposed to come visit, and then she wasn't going to visit, and my aunt was coming to visit, and then she wasn't, but then she is, and now she's here. And then my brother decided to come, so he's here as well with his girlfriend. And so they were actually with me when the oncologist gave me this news. Um, and they helped me ask a bunch of questions because I don't know what questions to ask, but they do. My brother's a surgical technician, and my aunt used to work in a hospital, so it's like they know a lot of the stuff that I don't, so they know what questions to ask. And they were very thorough, and the oncologist was very thorough, and so it feels like we going forward we know a lot more than we did previously, and it's very encouraging. It's all very encouraging. Like I said, I'm rambling, I'm stumbling over words, but because I'm just so happy to be done with this, at least for now, at least to the point where I can start to feel healthy again, where I can grow hair again, where I can eat foods that I couldn't before again, and where I'm not feeling just constantly fatigued and sick all the time. And I can go to work on a more regular basis and just have more energy. I'm just really looking forward to that. So, yeah, so that's where that is. Very good news, and I've already shared it with a bunch of people, and I'm going to share it with a bunch of more, and so um, so yeah, that's really it. Very wonderful news, and I'm ecstatic. So um, so anyway, we ordered a pizza, and we're gonna watch something on Netflix and just celebrate the fact that I am not on chemo. So that's it for now. I will update again soon. Until next time, take care.